안녕하세요. 샤튜브 샤입니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 오늘은 대학교 어드미션 담당자님을 모시고 한번 질문을 좀 해볼까 하는데, 사실 이 자리가 이게 쉽게 나오는 자리가 아니에요. 왜냐하면은 실제 미국 대학교 어드미션 담당자를 모시는 것 자체가 쉽지가 않고, 저도 좀 우연한 기회로 뭐 이렇게 영상을 찍을 수 있게 돼가지고, 많은 분들께서 미국 대학교 입시에 궁금한 거나 아니면 뭐가 중요한 건지 이런 것들에 대해서 뭐 궁금하잖아요. 그래가지고 그런 것들을 전반적으로 한번 정리하는 시간을 가질게요. Hello. So what is your title?
I am the Director of Student Experience at UConn.
What is UConn?
UConn is the University of Connecticut. It is a public university in the state of Connecticut in the United States, and it is a public Ivy League school. So it is a very highly ranked university.
What is the ranking?
The top 25 public ranking and number 67 in the United States.
Is it 1%? Top 1%?
It is in the very top, yes, 1%.
Okay, so can you describe more about UConn? Like how many students are there? Like what is the characteristic of UConn, and what are some good things and what are some bad things? And
So UConn has about 24,000 students at the undergraduate level, at the bachelor degree level, right? UConn has 5 campuses across the state. Storrs is the main campus. It's gonna be the kind of experience like you see in the movies.
Okay.
They actually film a lot of movies in Connecticut. It's a very, very beautiful state.
what is the most famous movie about you?
Very top of the UConn campus, they used for Legally Blonde.
Ah,
Yes.
I know what the movie is.
Yes.
Okay.
So it is a very famous campus, very beautiful. Has a top of the line fitness gym with a rock climbing wall, juice bar, but also top of the line programs and degrees, engineering, new lab spaces. Business school is is number 53 in the United States, number 3 real estate program in the world.
In the world?
Yes, in
Real
the
estate.
world. So it is a very, very amazing school, but student life is also a big part of what makes UConn amazing. Because you're going to be part of this community for the rest of your life, right? And so you want to make sure you make an amazing choice, an excellent choice, and UConn is really great for that because you're going to have such an amazing experience. You have a movie theater on campus, and so there's lots of good things I can say about UConn. The only thing that I can think of about UConn that is maybe negative is the weather. So bring lots of warm clothes, but the nice thing is when it snows, everyone goes sledding. You build snowmen. Also, when it's cold, go to the fitness center, go climb the rock climbing wall, and have a nice, good, healthy green juice afterwards, and there's lots of spaces there for you to study.
What I want to know about UConn is for the admission for UConn. Maybe GPA, maybe essay, maybe recommendation, maybe SAT score, maybe English proficiency.
So, UConn is holistic review, which
Can you please describe me about holistic review?
means that every part of your application is same and everything is important because it's who you are as a person that makes them decide if you are a good fit for the community at UConn. So GPA is important. English score, of course, always important. SAT, you don't need at UConn. SAT can take place of English. But also very important is personal essay and letters of recommendation. Letters of recommendation, but they are optional. I think they are very important because it shows who you are as a person. They want to see what do you do outside of school. Do you like to play an instrument? Do you play sports? Do you volunteer? Who are you as a person and not just a student? That is a holistic review. So you want to make sure that your GPA is strong, but if your GPA is just okay, then you can have a good letter of recommendation to help balance things out. That's the nice thing about a holistic review.
Okay, then my question is, if students have really lower GPA and their essay is super good and maybe their recommendation is super good, can they be admitted to UConn?
Yes, it really just depends. If your GPA is below 3.0, then that becomes difficult. But if it is between 3.0 and 3.5, then yes, you can get into UConn and you can get a scholarship.
And what if student with 2.0 GPA and they have like SAT and they may have like good TOEFL scores and they have super good essay, can they be admitted?
A 2.0, maybe not, but a 2.8, yes.
How about 2.5?
It really just depends. I cannot...
Because holistic review, they see everything.
Everything.
And GPA is only one of them.
And only one of them. So if your GPA is 2.5, but your SAT is 1,500...
That's not gonna happen.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I just want to verify that like students with lower GPA, can they have chance to be admitted?
They have
to
a
UConn?
Chance. Yes, there
Even
is a
if
chance.
their GPA is lower than 2.5?
No, not lower than 2.5.
Then what is the minimum GPA for their...
I'd say 2.8.
2.8.
It is still an Ivy League, a public Ivy, right? So think of this. UConn has 44,000 applications every year.
44,000?
They take 4,400. So that's 10.
1 out of 10?
It's very prestigious. So there is still a chance for you as a student to be admitted to UConn and to receive a scholarship. I don't want to discourage you. I want you to try. I want you to apply. But do know that when you are admitted, you are very lucky. You are one of the few, and you should feel really good about yourself because that is an amazing accomplishment.
What you're saying is students must have 2.8 for admission.
I would
considered.
say at least, yeah.
At least.
But again, UConn does not like to put a number on it because it's a holistic review.
So maybe students with 2.5, they can still apply.
They should still apply.
And if their essay is super good and
their SAT and their other things, yes.
then they may have chance.
They may have chance.
Can they appeal when they get rejected?
Yes, they can appeal.
And do you know the percentage of...
I do not know the percentage of students that do receive after an appeal.
Okay.
Because they do have a wait list as well. So it just depends.
Okay. So my another question is, so you just mentioned like 44,000 students apply to UConn. It means there are 44 essays to read. Do you guys actually read essay?
Yes.
Because
every single one.
Every single one? And how much time do you put to read one essay?
It depends on the essay, but we put in the time necessary to read every single one.
So how many people read essay? I just wanna...
Oh, we have a team of people that read all the essays. We have a team of 8 people in the admissions office that read all the different essays.
Okay, got it. So, what are some other things that students must do to be admitted to UConn?
You must write a very strong essay. You must have a good English score, right? I highly recommend the letters of recommendation.
Okay.
With letters of recommendation, it is important for you to ask someone who knows you well. It is not important that the person writing the letter of recommendation has a fancy title. It is more important that the person writing the letter of recommendation knows who you are and can write a strong letter of recommendation. If that's your coach, your teacher, your manager at a job or volunteer organization, that is more important than someone who maybe is the head of your school or the head of a company but who doesn't really know you, right? It's far more important that the letter of recommendation showcase your strengths from this person's point of view.
Okay, so is there anything that you can mention for our students to be a strong candidate?
Yeah, I think you should study hard. You should write a really good personal essay. Really think hard about why UConn, what makes you special for UConn and a good addition to UConn, and also why do you want to study there, and get those letters of recommendation. Ask now. Ask a couple people so that when you receive them, you can pick the ones that are the best ones for you.
Okay, what students usually do after graduation?
After students graduate, they usually have anywhere from 1 to 3 years where they are able to work in the United States.
OPT?
OPT, yes. And so students usually get a job right after graduation, or they go on and do a master's degree.
But what I heard is OPT is only available for students for STEAM majors.
Oh no, OPT is available to every student in the United States that receives a degree.
Even including like history or
Yes.
social science?
Yes, you get at least 1 year.
1 year?
STEM majors get 3. That's the difference. But
Okay.
everyone gets at least 1 year.
But they have to have a job to work for 1 year, right?
Yep, you find a job while you're there. Yeah. And UConn helps you with that. They have a whole career services center that helps students with the entire process. Plus, you have a personalized career coach, someone who sits down with you, looks at your CV, and says, and you tell them, this is the job I want. And they help you get from here to here. What do you need to bridge that gap? What kind of experiences do you need? Do you need help interviewing, pretend interviewing? Do you need help with your LinkedIn profile? Does that help? Each department has their own information services and fairs as well.
That's pretty good.
And most of the UConn students I have met that are graduating already have a job lined up.
Okay. So, is there many Korean students in UConn?
There are quite a few Korean students at UConn. They do actually have a Korean student club at UConn.
So, like, how many Koreans in UConn, do you know?
I don't know the exact
But
number.
less than
no.
100, right?
I think so, but I'm honestly not sure.
Okay. Is there anything that we have to know about UConn admission process, or is there any
No,
special
just
tip for them?
no, just make sure you apply with you,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
That way, once they apply with you, there's actually no application fee. So that is the biggest tip because it
Okay.
automatically saves you some money, and you have him to help you with every step of the process. And then once you're admitted, you connect with me on Kakao or on WhatsApp, and I am there to help you with every single question you have.
일단 아무리 홀리스틱 리뷰를 한다고 하더라도 GPA를 안 보지 않아요. 다 보긴 하는데 일단 GPA는 최소한의 컷이 있다. 최소 컷이 있는데 그게 대부분 대학교들이 어떤 대학교는 2.0, 어떤 대학교는 2.5, 어떤 대학교는 3.0 이렇게 나뉘는데 유콘 같은 경우는 3.0이긴 하지만 2.5 이상이라도 딴 게 좋으면 전해볼 수는 있다. 이게 일단 포인트인 것 같고요. 그럼에도 불구하고 여러분들께서 뭐 다른 쪽 있잖아요. 예를 들어서 뭐 ACT라든지 SAT 아니면은 뭐 extracurricular activity가 있는데 그런 액티비티 자체가 엄청나게 좋다거나 아니면 되게 꾸준히 오래 했다거나 아니면 봉사활동을 되게 오래 했다거나 이런 식으로 내가 something special을 나만의 스페셜리티를 살릴 수 있다면은 그러면 좀 더 어드미션 확률이 높아질 것이고요. 마지막으로 진짜 중요한 건 뭐냐면 퍼스널 에세이 같은 경우는 늘 말씀드리지만은 이게 하루 이틀 써서 나오는 게 아니라 진짜 오랜 시간을 써야 돼요. 그리고 오랜 시간 작업을 해야 되고요. 그래머 오류도 있으면 안 되고 그 다음에 컨텐츠도 좋아야 되고 그렇기 때문에 이 에세이 같은 경우는 신경을 꽤 많이 써야 된다. 그리고 그거를 도와주는 게 또 저희의 의무기도 하죠. 그래서 오늘 한번 진짜 미국 실제 어드미션 담당자들이 어떤 걸 생각하는지 그리고 어떻게 입학을 할 때 어떤 것을 보는지에 대해서 한번 알아봤고요. 물론 학교마다 다 달라요. 어떤 대학교는 이렇게 보고 어떤 대학교는 이렇게 보는데 적어도 미국 전체 100위 안에 드는 퍼블릭 스쿨은 이렇게 보고 있더라. 그러니까 이런 부분들을 참조해서 여러분들이 대학교를 선정할 때 도움이 되셨으면 좋겠다는 마음으로 영상을 찍게 되었습니다. 어쨌든 thank you very much for your information. I think it's really helpful for our students.
Thank you. 감사합니다.
감사합니다. 그래서 항상 시청해주신 여러분 감사드리고요. 다음번에 좀 더 유익한 영상으로 찾아뵙겠습니다. 감사합니다.